Hello students, now we are going to see the definition of probability and some examples, simple examples based on probability. What is the probability? See here. For probability we require random experiment and event. Okay. So suppose a random experiment results into n mutually exclusive, exhaustive and equally likely outcomes. Means what? These all outcomes are mutually exclusive and these all outcomes gives you the sample space as exhaustive and these all outcomes are equally likely outcomes, and let A be any event. Then this event A can happen in m different ways out of these n outcomes. Out of these n outcomes, this event A can happen in m different ways. That is, out of these n outcomes, m cases are favorable to the event A. That is, this event A can happen in m different ways out of these n outcomes. Total number of samples points in the sample space S is equal to n here. That is, number of sample points in A is equal to n of A is m. That is, the event A can happen in m different ways out of n total outcomes. Then probability of the event A is denoted by P of A. This is the notation. P of A is the probability of the event A and is defined by P of A is equal to m by n. What is m here? M is the number of ways in which the event A can happen. What is n here? N is the total number of outcomes. So this n is nothing but number of sample points in A, that is n of A, and n of S is what? Number of sample points in S. This is the definition of a probability. So see here, obviously here remark. What is the remark? Here this m is always less than or equal to n, and this m may be greater than or equal to 0, or this m may be greater than 0 or it may be zeros. So this m lies between 0 and n. Okay, m lies between 0 and n. So this implies that, see here, this 0 is less than or equal to m is less than or equal to m. Why? Because out of total outcomes, m cases are only favorable to the event A, and this m may be 0 or greater than 0, but this m lies between 0 and n. This implies that dividing both sides by n, we have 0 is less than or equal to m by n is less than or equal to n by n. This implies that 0 is less than or equal to, what is m by n? See here. This m by n is probability of the event A. So m by n is probability of the event A is less than or equal to 1. That is, this implies that probability of any event A for any event A. So this implies that probability of any event A lies between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. Okay, this is the definition of probability. For example, let us take a simple example. For example, example 1. In an experiment of rolling a fair dice, find the probability that find the probability that number 1, an even face appears. Second one, an odd face appears. Solution. See here, experiment is what? A experiment of rolling a fair dice. Rolling a fair dice. When we roll a fair dice, the sample space S is, what is the sample space S? The sample space S is equal to, rolling a dice we will get either number 1, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Okay, this is the sample space S. First one is what is given? Getting an even face or an even face appears. An even face appears on the uppermost face of the die. So let A be the event that getting an even face or an even face appears on the uppermost face of the dice. Let A be the event that an even face appears on the uppermost face of this dice. So how this A can happen? How we will get a even number? Out of these 6 sample points, even numbers are only 2, 4, 6. Even numbers are 2, 4, 6. Only 3. Therefore, n of A, how many in how many different ways this event A can happen? Only these 3 different ways this event A can happen. See here, the number of possible outcomes are 6. So n of S is equal to 6 here. N of S is equal to 6. Out of these 6 outcomes, we will get an even face only in 3 different ways, 2, 4, 6. Therefore, this n of A is equal to 3. Therefore, what is the probability of the event A? How this probability of the event A is defined? This is defined as number of sample points in A divided by number of sample points in S. This is equal to number of sample points in A is 3. Number of sample points in S is 6. So this is equal to 3 by 6. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So this is equal to 1 by 2 and this is 0.5. In this way we can find a probability of the given event. Second is what? Second is given that an odd face appears. An odd face appears. An odd face appears. So let B be the event that, call that event as a B. Let B be the event that, what is the event B? B be the event that an odd face appears. So then in how many ways this event B can happen? If you get a number 1, then you will get an odd face. If you get a number 3, then we will get an odd face. If you get a number 5, then we will get odd face. So n of B, in how many different ways n of B can happen? Only in 3 different ways this n of B is equal to 3. Only in 3 different ways this event B can happen. Therefore, probability of the event A is equal to n of B divided by n of S. This is equal to again 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2, again 0.5. In this way we can solve many examples. Thank you students. In the next lecture we will see some more examples. Thank you.